Welcome to day one of our 7 day series, Seven Lucrative Side Hustles in 7 Days. And today, on day one, we're going to talk about making money consulting, which is absolutely one of my favorite side hustles that I feel like almost anybody can do. Let's get right into it. So, the introduction into consulting. What is consulting? Consulting involves providing expert advice, guidance, and solutions to individuals or organizations to help them improve performance, solve problems, or achieve specific goals. It can take various forms, including business consulting, where consultants advise businesses on strategy, operations, marketing, etc., or consulting, which involves helping individuals with career development, job search, and skill enhancement. When I began consulting, I utilized the knowledge that I had acquired in the transportation or trucking sector. I provided consulting services while working full time as a logistics coordinator through leveraging my expertise and connections in the industry. I attracted clients swiftly and moved on to operating my consulting business full time. And this shift allowed me flexibility and independence while substantially, boosting my earnings. The benefits and the challenges of starting a consulting business. So, pros and cons. The pros are flexibility. There's definitely a high earning potential, and there's not a set thing in what you're going to do for work. So there's varied work options that you can have. And then there's an opportunity, obviously, to leverage your expertise. The cons is it's very unpredictable, just like anything else, as far as a side hustle or small business. There's a lot of competition, and there is definitely a need to always be promoting yourself. Um, there's going to be like some key skills and traits that successful consultants have, and some of those are strong communication and interpersonal skills. They're analytical thinkers and they're able to problem solve. They're very self motivated, and their time management skills are like A1. They're able to adapt and they're always learning. So, if those things kind of describe you and things that you like, then this may be an option for you. A consulting side hustle brings numerous advantages beyond the extra income and freedom to create your own schedule. It also allows you to utilize your expertise and passion and a chance to establish a valuable network and reputation within your niche or your field. So, let's talk about defining your niche and your services. So, identifying your area of expertise, do a self assessment, see what your strengths and your skills are, reflect on your personal and your professional background, and like what are your core competencies? Like, what are those things that get you going and you absolutely love to do at your core? Identify your unique strengths and how you can apply those to your consulting business, and do some market research to identify the demand in the market. I analyze industry trends, and the gaps in the market. So that means like see what other people are doing and see where there's a gap. So for me, I specialize in helping small businesses, people that have 0 to 5 years of business experience, and they're probably the first business owners in their family. So I'm helping them break generational curses and create generational wealth. So figure out what it is that you do and find a sweet spot where nobody is really focused on that area. And then research your potential clients and figure out exactly what their specific needs are. So, determining your service, list all of the potential consulting services that you could offer. So, all of the things that you know that you could talk about in depth or you could help somebody on in depth, make a list of those services that you could offer. Then narrow down the list to be specific. Evaluate what services best align with your expertise and the market demand, and then focus your niche where you can offer the most value and differentiate yourself. Then I want you to work on developing your business plan. So, crafting a business plan, it comes with a lot of components, but the main components are going to be your executive summary, your business description, your market analysis, your organization and management, the services that you're going to offer, your marketing and sales strategy, and then your financial projections. I have a planner that is available, and we're going to talk about that later on in the week. But I do have a planner, so don't stress out. That's going to have a lot of these details and the information that you need for your business plan. So set your business goals and your objectives. Excuse me. Define your short term and your long term goals, and make sure that those goals are like something that you can actually accomplish. Make sure that they're measurable. And track your goals and your progress. That's very, very, very important. I suggest getting like a business notebook or a business binder where you keep all of your business stuff. Financial projections and strategies. Creating financial projections, estimate the startup costs, operating expenses, and revenue projections. Develop a budget and cash flow forecasts. Strategic planning for business growth. Identify key strategies for scaling your business and then plan for reinvesting profits to support your growth. So, to start your consulting um, side hustle, depending upon if you're like, you know what, I know I can do this and I'm just going to jump off the board into the water. Excuse me. It can cost you, as much as getting your LLC and your website, your logo, things of that nature. And depending upon what state you're in, that's going to depend how much your LLC costs. If you're not ready to just jump off the board, start with free services. Start with Canva, making a free logo. Start with free platforms that you can use to start creating your business. So then, as you kind of see what it entails, and if you're ready to do that, and if you're ready to be committed to it, then you can decide like how much further you want to go and how much money you're willing to invest in your business. So, legal structures and registration. So the overview of the legal structure, their sole proprietorship was just simply owner controlled, but there's no liability protection. And then there's the LLC, which is the limited liability company. It offers liability protection and flexible tax options. The corporation, which provides strong liability protection but requires more complex administration. And then the pros and cons of each structure, it just compares with the ease and the liability. Some of them are easy to set up, and some of them are not so easy. And then some of them offer no protection for you liability wise, and some of them offer some protection. I am not a legal consultant. I do not specialize in the structure of business, so I suggest that you do some research. You can definitely check LLC University or different people. There's different people that actually specialize in business structure. So the steps to register your business, you're going to choose a business name and check the availability. Register with the state and the local government agencies. And then you're going to have to obtain any necessary license and permits just depending upon what your state requires for your industry and the location. And then, of course, apply for all the needed legal documents that are necessary. So, creating a brand identity, that's what's next. And that's important because, listen, people need to know who you are. When you look at my brand, you see that my brand is the same all the way around the board. Every single platform that you look at, my brand is the same. So, developing your business name and logo, tips for choosing your business name. Ensure that it's memorable um, and relevant to your services. And also make sure that your domain is available as well as like your social media handles and such. Because if you can't get the social media handles, they're too far off from what your business name is going to be. It's going to kind of look like your business is inconsistent. Design a professional logo. You can do that using a tool like Canva, and we're going to talk about that in our graphic design class in 2 days. And then you can also, if you're not good with that, you can consider hiring a professional on a platform like Fiverr. I've definitely had them take care of a few things for me, and I've always been happy with their work. And it takes anywhere from 24 to 72 hours to get your work back from them. Um, and we'll go into that another day. So, establishing your brand guidelines, it's important to be very consistent with your brand. You heard me say that. Maintain a cohesive look and feel all across the board with all of your material. Creating brand guidelines for your business. Define your colors, your font, your logo usage, the tone of your voice. Create your brand's image, your story, and the message. And make sure, again, all the way around the board is cohesive, like it looks like it belongs together. So while you're doing that, you're setting up for your online presence. So how do you choose and register a domain name? So you deflect. You select a domain name that reflects your brand and is easy for people to remember. So you don't want to select something like registering a domain name.com because somebody may not remember that, right? Find something that's going to be easy for them to remember when they think about you and your business. And then you can use a service like GoDaddy or Namecheap to buy the domain and get that ready to get set up for your website. So, building your professional website, you're going to want to use a platform like Wix, Squarespace, or WordPress. It just depends on what works best for you. And then you want to ensure that your website has key elements: a home page, an about page. What services do you offer? What is your portfolio? What's your contact information? Make sure that your navigation is clear, that and that your page is responsive, and that you have client testimonials and a contact form so that your clients know how to contact you. So, as well as them knowing how to contact you, you want them to have a professional email address to be able to contact you as well. And you're going to want your domain to be something like Renee Marie at, um, I'm sorry, you guys, Renee Marie at smallbusiness.com. So, whatever your business is, you're going to want that to be within your domain and then your name so that it looks professional. And you can use Google Workspace or Microsoft 360 for the email hosting. Next, we're going to talk about marketing materials. So, designing effective business cards and brochures is very, 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 very important. Use online design tools or hire a designer. Ensure that your materials are visually appealing and informative. And you can create your marketing materials using Canva, Vistaprint, or Adobe Spark. Remember, your marketing materials are going to be your walking billboard. So you're selling your business by a visual. When people look at this, when they look at your visual, you want to sell them an experience. So make sure that your marketing is A1, that it tells them what you do, what problems you solve, and why the heck they want to work with you. 7, we're going to talk about establishing your social media profiles. Okay, so choosing the right social media platform, identify where your target audience spends their time. Here for me, I'm on YouTube, but I have other social media handles as well. And then set up and optimize your profile. Complete your profiles with professional pictures, descriptions, and contact information. And then regularly post relevant content to engage with your audience. So on my YouTube channel, I post my longer content. On Instagram and TikTok, I post my shorter content and even like my more um not authentic, my more funnier content. I show more of my funny side via TikTok and Instagram. So, module 8, building a contract template. Again, I am not a lawyer, so make sure that you consult with a lawyer when building your contracts. The importance of a standard contract is very important. And some of those key elements that you want in your contract is the scope of work, your deliverables, your payment terms, confidentiality agreement, the termination clause, and then if there's any type of dispute, what is the resolution? You can use platforms like Rocket Lawyer, LegalZoom to develop your template. You can customize a standard contract template to fit your needs, and then ensure that the legal compliance and clarity that it's legally compliant and clear for both parties. Next, we're going to talk about establishing your pricing structure. So, how to find and analyze your market rates. Research your competitors' pricing, industry reports, and your clients' budgets. Consider your experience and the value of what you have to offer. Put all of that together and figure out what you feel like your best offer for your value, what the price for your value is going to be. So, are you going to charge hourly? Are you going to charge a basic um, project set fee? Are you charging by retainer? So you have to choose a pricing model that suits you and your services and your clients' expectations. Communicating your pricing to your clients is very, very, very important. So be extremely transparent and provide all of the details in the pricing information and proposals, and in the contract so that they know exactly what they're getting for their money. That is very, very important. And I stand on practicing good business. So if you say that you're going to do it, do it. If you say that you're going to deliver that, deliver that. And if for some reason you fall short, communicate that. Now let's talk about networking and building relationships because, baby, this is the truth right here. So, the importance of building network and building relationships is because word of mouth goes so far. When people know that you are just as invested in them and their business as they are definitely going to want to work with you, and they're going to want to yell your name from the rooftops. Okay. So, it's important to build very, very, very strong relationships, and it's important to network with the people that are also within your industry and outside of your industry, because you never know who's looking for what. You can get referrals, you're going to stay up to date on what's happening, and people are going to be mentioning your names in rooms that you're not even in. Trust me. So, attend industry events and join associations. How do you find events to participate in or events that are relevant for your industry? Use your online resources, okay? Get in Facebook groups, join, get on Eventbrite, get in spaces and in places where people are talking about business, and then engage with the associations that you're in. Engage in different forums that are relevant to your niche, whether it's on a Facebook profile, whether it's on a Reddit, whether it's on YouTube. Engage with people that are asking questions that you can answer. Engage with people that are doing things that you want to do and that are places that you want to be. Okay, so next we're going to talk about finding and attracting your client. So use your personal and professional networks to find your clients. Reach out to your contacts. request referrals, and then always offer value. So start getting online and start offering value for whatever it is that you're going to talk about. So for the next 7 days, I'm talking about 7 lucrative side hustles in 7 days. Right? So I'm offering information, I'm giving value, and I'm not charging not a cent. I'm literally just getting out here and giving the information. Okay. So if you don't have anybody that you can reach out to, you don't have any contacts, you don't have anybody that you can request referrals from, if you're watching this, you have some type of an internet service and you have some type of a device. So start giving out the information that you have for the free. When you're implementing your digital marketing, you want to implement SEO, you want to do content marketing, you want to do email campaigns, and you want to optimize your website for the search engines. Create valuable content and run, email campaigns. Engage with your people. Engage with them online through social media. Engage with them in their inbox via the email. And you can go one step further and send them a text message. So you can also do things like advertise on Google Ads and LinkedIn ads by creating targeted ads to reach your potential client. You can use freelance and consulting platforms, and some of those platforms are Upwork, Freelancer, Guru, TopTal, Clarity, LinkedIn Profinder. So create profiles on these platforms, and then start looking for projects and bid on them. Build your reputation on these platforms. Like I said, start giving away your information. You're not always going to have to give away a lot of information for free, but start letting people know that you know what the heck you're talking about and that they need to come see you because you are who is going to take them to that next level that they're trying to get to. So let's talk about delivering outstanding service. Baby, this is also one of my favorites. Part of building relationships is building outstanding service. So the best practices for delivering quality service, understand what your client needs, communicate what you have to offer and communicate to them clearly, and then exceed expectations. Okay? So I went to um a business establishment, a cookie place a few days ago, and this particular cookie place, normally people sell cookies by the dozen or the half dozen, but their half dozen was 7 cookies. Guess what? You're exceeding expectations by doing that because I was expecting to get 6 cookies and you gave me 7 instead of 6. Okay. Not only that, but they had amazing customer service. Like their their customer service was A1. Okay? A1. So, while you're out here doing what you're doing, you want to make sure that you collect feedback and testimonials from your people because people need to know that there's some social proof behind you. They need to know, like, hey, she knows what she's talking about. People are talking about her. So, here's some ways that you can gather your feedback. You can make a survey, and you can literally use Google Docs to do that. You can use follow up emails. Follow up with your clients after you talk to them. Say, hey, I just wanted to know, can I get some feedback? And then also have direct conversation. Talk to them, speak. They'll speak back. Use the testimonials to build credibility. Display your positive feedback on your websites and your marketing materials, right? Like I said, people need social proof. They need to know before they invest in you that you are what you say that you are, that you can actually help them get to where they're trying to go. So show them. And then let's talk about scaling your business. So once you start, what's the goal? Like, are you going to just stay where you're at or you want to grow? Creating efficient business systems And implementing those tools and processes for your project management, client communication, and financial tracking are the things that are going to help you grow your business. So, what happens is the less that you have to do, the less that you have to touch, the more that you make time to make more impacts. All right. So, make sure that you're setting up some systems, some tools, some processes, and some communication and some tracking so that you do not have to be so hands on, but it looks like you're very hands on. For project management tools, you can use some of these tools here: Asana, Trello. I don't even think I said that right. Or Trello can help you to stay organized and manage client projects efficiently. Communication tools like Slack or Zoom can facilitate seamless communication with clients and team members. And then there's some other resources that I have that we're going to talk about here shortly. And then let's talk about when to hire your staff. So, tomorrow we're going to do virtual assistant. So, we're going to talk about making money as a virtual assistant. You can hire a virtual assistant as soon as you feel like you need one. One thing that I have learned is that there are things that I love in business and there are things that I hate in business. And so, as soon as you can afford to pay someone to do the things that you hate to do, absolutely you should do that. So when it comes to your marketing, when it comes to your email creation, when it comes to those type of things, if that's not what you want to do, find somebody that can do it for you. There's no set amount of time on when you should hire someone. Now, when do you hire someone to actually come work full time in your business? When you know that you can pay them. When you know that your business is bringing in enough revenue to now be able to sustain paying them. Okay? Don't bring nobody on and you know that you can't pay them. I'm just saying. But figure out, the right time that it's going to be for you to expand your team and what are the hiring practices going to be once you do that. All right. So let's talk about consistently redefining your services and your strategies. Strategies for ongoing business improvement: regularly assess your services, gather client feedback, and adapt your strategies. So look at what services you're offering. What services are people consistently asking you for? What services are people asking you for that you don't yet have? What services have you been thinking about offering that you're like, I don't know? Well, talk to your clients, get feedback from them, and then adapt that to what you've already done, if that makes any type of sense. So take what you're doing, get your feedback, analyze it, and then make the changes as necessary if you need to make any. So, some popular niches that are really popular for consulting are management, strategy, IT, financial, human resources, marketing, sales, operations, healthcare, environmental, legal, real estate, education, nonprofit, and more. So, depending upon what you do and what you know, there's probably something out there that somebody needs your information. I'm just saying, look into it. Here's some additional tools. So Canva is good for graphic design. Fiverr is the same thing. If you need someone to do it for you, Canva is if you want to do it yourself. GoDaddy and Namecheap are for your domain names. Wix, Squarespace, and WordPress are all for your website hosting. Rocket Lawyer and LegalZoom are for your legal structure and your contracts. Upwork, Freelancer, Guru, and the rest of those are all tools that you can use to start looking for your clients that you can offer your services to. Now, let's wrap this up. Starting a consulting side hustle can be highly profitable and a transition into a full fledged business. However, you have to identify your expertise and that they so that they can, easily be turned into a consultation service, a consulting company, consultation service, whatever you want to say. Ensure that your passion aligns with your consulting focus and prioritize making a positive impact over just financial gain. Stay attentive to the market demands, determine your competitive pricing, strive for excellence in your niche, and exceed expectations. Establish a streamlined system that allows for expansion and growth. Make sure you tune in to the rest of this 7-day series on 7 lucrative side hustles. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about virtual assistant coins, and later this week, we'll dive into graphic design. Tune in as I show you how to a captivating create captivating marketing graphics. You won't want to miss a day because we're dropping all the valuable insights and gems. Stay inspired and keep hustling. Bye. Thanks for watching Empowerpreneur TV. Make sure you hit that bell notification so that you know when we post new content. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment so that I know that you are here.